Well, hi there. I'm Robert from Yunnan, Germany, and I want to tell you a little bit about a project called Microfinance from AIESEC Baroda in Vadodara in Gujarat in India. Well, I want to spend the next couple of minutes explaining to you what is very special about this project and why this project maybe is suitable just for you. Last summer, Dinesh, the DT Vice President of AIESEC Baroda, together with his team and us, spent quite a bit of time in developing a new microfinance project. And so I think there's quite a bit I can tell you about that. Going to India is always worthwhile if you're looking for something very special, something very different, for a new perspective in your life, just to see something totally different, something you've never seen before. If you want to be excited, if you want to be dazzled, India is probably the right place to go to. This all sounds very positive. Of course, it also has a second side to it, which means that culturally, India is very, very, very different from Western European or North American, for example, countries. Now, that means that talking of communication, everyday matters, whatever, it is a very big challenge for people from the West to go to India. And this is one of the key aspects where AIESEC Baroda will be very helpful for you probably. They have a whole team of people who are used to having people over from the West regularly, and they try their very, very best to make a bridge between the cultures. Now I find with the help of the people from AIESEC Baroda it can become much easier to overcome these differences. And that is a very big help, especially if you think that you need people to rely on in a totally different environment. My experience was that they would never let us down or anything like that. They always tried their very best to help us, and that is worth a lot. Well, let's talk about the project itself. When you're going through the AIESEC network, you surely find hundreds or thousands of offers for projects in India. Now, the question is, in which way is this project different from most others? Now, what you will find very often is projects promising to change the world in 3 days, or save the planet, or something like that. Now, that, of course, is not possible. You may not have too many illusions when you go on a development traineeship. But the team of AIESEC Baroda has paid very careful attention to creating a project that is realistic. They've tried to set goals that are actually achievable for people of intermediate qualification, which means that when you go over to India, you cannot yet have all the knowledge you need in order to do the project, but whatever you do not have yet, you will learn there. Now, how will this work? Well, the idea is simply that in the first part of the program, you will do an educational phase in which you will learn all about microfinance in India. This will be done in cooperation with the local university, which is very good. I had some lectures at the university myself, and I was very, very happy with that. They have some very good professors. This phase of the project will give you lots of chances to understand how microfinance in India is actually working. So you will actually spend quite a bit of time in learning new things. That's probably knowledge that you can also use when you come back home again, which is very, very useful. Now, the nice thing of doing this project in Baroda, or Vadodara as it's called in these days now, is that it's, first of all, a very safe city. I remember walking around the city later hours every now and again while I was there. Of course, you should be careful like everywhere, but it's usually not too bad. Also, you'll find out that it's a reasonably big city, so you have all the necessary infrastructure, everything you need. There's hospitals around and supermarkets and all the essentials you will find, certainly. But still, it's not that big that you couldn't have a look at the surroundings, which are very suburban or can also be very rural, some of them. So if you go a bit further outside of Baroda, you will find some very nice villages, or also some very poor villages, depending on wherever you go. And I think there's quite a lot to see not too far away. Now, all in all, I can say that, first of all, if you have the necessary qualifications for this project, which is a good knowledge of business and economics, and secondly, if you go at it with the right attitude, which means you should not go there and think that you're Superman and can change the whole world at once, but you're rather willing to make a contribution just to improving this world maybe a little bit. And thirdly, if you are a kind of curious person who would like to find out a bit more about other cultures and is very open-minded and hopefully also a little bit prepared for Indian culture, then I am sure that you will have an excellent experience. Because last summer when I left India, I saw tough men cry, and I'm serious about this. They didn't want to go. Now, I hope that you can have the same experience, and I think if you are the right person for this, this could be one of the greatest experiences of your life. So, give it a try, contact the team. If you have any questions, just ask Dinesh, and I think he will be very, very happy to help you, or maybe someone else from AIESEC Baroda. All the best and good luck. Thanks.
Woo!